Picture this: you're settling into your favorite recliner, with that first cup of morning coffee, watching the sunrise paint your kitchen golden, just like you've done for decades. Maybe you remember when coffee meant waiting for that old percolator to finish its cheerful bubbling. Back when Lucy and Ricky were arguing on the television and coffee. Those were simpler times, weren't they? But here's something that might surprise you. Not all coffee serves your body the same way it did when you were 40. After 60, our bodies process things differently, and some of the coffee choices we've trusted for years might actually be working against us. Now, before you panic and think I'm about to tell you to give up your beloved morning ritual, let me put your mind at ease. I'm not here to take away your coffee. I'm here to help you make it work better for you. In today's conversation, we're going to explore 4 coffee types that might be sabotaging your health goals, and 4 amazing alternatives that can transform your morning ritual into a powerful wellness practice. I want you to think of this as a friendly chat between neighbors, the kind where we share what we've learned and look out for each other. But why coffee affects us differently after 60? I promise to explain this without sounding like a medical textbook. Think of your body after 60 like a well-established home that's been lived in and loved for decades. Just like Bob Vila always said about home renovation, you need to work with what you have and make smart improvements. Your liver, which processes everything you drink, works a bit like your home's plumbing system. When you were younger, it could handle just about anything you threw at it, like those heavy pipes in older homes that seemed indestructible. But after years of faithful service, it benefits from gentler treatment and higher quality inputs. That's not a weakness, that's wisdom in action. Your cardiovascular system also responds differently to coffee now. Remember how you could drink coffee at 9 p.m. in your 30s and still sleep soundly? That's because your body metabolized caffeine much faster then. Now that same cup might keep you tossing and turning, and poor sleep affects everything from your blood pressure to your memory. The beautiful thing is that understanding these changes isn't about accepting limitations. It's about making informed choices that honor where you are now. Research consistently shows that the right coffee choices can support healthy aging. Studies from institutions like Johns Hopkins and Harvard have found that quality coffee consumption is associated with better cognitive function, reduced inflammation, and even longevity. But before we dive in, I'm curious, what's your current coffee ritual? Do you grind your own beans, use a trusty drip machine, or maybe you've embraced one of those fancy single-cup brewers? Drop a comment and tell me about your morning coffee routine. I read every single comment and love hearing your stories. And now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. These are the 4 coffee types to reconsider after 60. Coffee. Number 4, unfiltered coffee methods, like French press, Turkish, or espresso. Now this might surprise you because these brewing methods are often considered the purest ways to make coffee. And there's definitely something appealing about the rich, full-bodied flavor you get from a French press or the cultural tradition of Turkish coffee. But here's where science meets tradition, and we need to pay attention. Unfiltered coffee contains natural oils called cafestyl and kahwal that can significantly raise LDL cholesterol. That's the kind that contributes to artery buildup. When you're over 60, your cardiovascular system benefits from every bit of support you can give it. Think of paper filters like that friend who always knows when to speak up and when to stay quiet. They remove the problematic oils while letting all the beneficial compounds and flavors pass through. If you love your French press ritual, try this compromise. Pour your finished brew through a paper filter before drinking. You'll keep most of the flavor while protecting your cardiovascular health. Coffee. Number 3, mass-produced coffee from unknown sources. This one hits close to home because it's the coffee most of us have been buying for years. Those familiar brands lining supermarket shelves with their cheerful packaging and reasonable prices. The problem isn't necessarily what you can see, but what you can't. Much of mass-produced coffee sits in warehouses for months, and during that time, moisture and temperature changes can encourage mold growth. These microscopic fungi produce compounds called mycotoxins, which can stress your liver and kidneys, organs that are already working harder to keep up with the natural changes of aging. Think of it like discovering that the trusty basement storage room in your house has been harboring mold. The structure looks fine from the outside, but there's hidden damage happening where you can't see it. These toxins survive the roasting process and end up in your morning brew, potentially contributing to fatigue, brain fog, and digestive issues. The solution: choose coffee that's certified organic and specifically tested for mold contamination. Look for small batch roasters who can tell you exactly when their coffee was roasted. Freshness matters more than fancy packaging. Coffee. Number 2. Flavored coffee, syrups, and specialty drinks. Remember when a special coffee meant adding real cream or maybe a sugar cube? Now coffee shops offer drinks that sound more like dessert menus: caramel macchiatos, vanilla lattes, pumpkin spice everything. While these might taste like treats, they're often delivering a day's worth of sugar and artificial flavors in a single cup. These syrups typically contain high fructose corn syrup, which hits your liver like a sugar tsunami, and artificial flavors that can actually increase cravings for more sweet foods. The creamers used in many of these drinks often contain trans fats, those damaged fats that your body literally doesn't know how to process properly. A smarter choice: create your own flavored coffee using real ingredients. A drop of pure vanilla extract, a sprinkle of cocoa powder, or a dash of cinnamon can give you all the flavor without the chemical circus. Coffee. Number 1. Pre-mixed coffee, packets with artificial everything. You know, those convenient little packets that promise cafe-quality coffee with just hot water. They seemed like such a clever invention. No measuring, no mess, just tear and pour. But here's what's often hiding inside that convenient packaging. Many of these instant mixes contain a cocktail of ingredients that have nothing to do with actual coffee beans. We're talking about hydrogenated oils, artificial creamers made from corn syrup solids, and sweeteners with names you'd need a chemistry degree to pronounce. It's like expecting a home-cooked meal from a box of chemicals. It might fill you up, but it's not truly nourishing your body. Picture your bloodstream like the highway system you remember from your driving days. These artificial ingredients create traffic jams and roadblocks, making it harder for your body to process nutrients and maintain steady energy. A better approach: if you love the convenience of instant coffee, look for simple freeze-dried coffee with only one ingredient listed: coffee. Add your own real cream and a pinch of cinnamon for natural sweetness. But here's the good news: there are plenty of wonderful options that actually work with your body as you age. So let me share with you the 4 coffee choices that actually support your health after 60. Coffee. Choice number 4, chicory root coffee. Here's a throwback that your grandparents might have known about. During coffee shortages in World War II, many families turned to chicory root as a coffee substitute, and it turns out they were onto something brilliant for health. Chicory root coffee has a rich, slightly nutty flavor that's remarkably similar to regular coffee, but it contains 0 caffeine. Instead, it's packed with inulin, a prebiotic fiber that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Think of it as fertilizer for your digestive garden. This makes chicory perfect for afternoon or evening enjoyment without worrying about sleep disruption. You can drink chicory straight as a complete coffee replacement, or blend it 50-50 with regular coffee to reduce your caffeine intake while adding digestive benefits. Coffee. Choice number 3. Coffee, enhanced with lion's mane, mushroom. I know what you're thinking. Mushrooms in coffee sounds about as appealing as pineapple on pizza was to your generation when it first appeared. But stay with me on this one, because lion's mane mushroom is creating quite a stir in the world of brain health. Lion's mane looks like something from a Dr. Seuss book, a white, shaggy mushroom that resembles a lion's mane. But this curious-looking fungus contains compounds that can actually stimulate the growth of new brain cells and protect existing ones. It's like having a renovation crew working on your brain while you sip your morning coffee. The beauty of lion's mane is that it doesn't change the taste of your coffee significantly. It adds a subtle, earthy note that many people find pleasant. Studies show that regular consumption can improve memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. Exactly the kind of support our brains appreciate as we age. Coffee. Choice number 2. Organic light. Roast coffee. Here's where we flip the script and start talking about coffee as medicine, the delicious kind that you actually look forward to taking. Light roast coffee is like that friend who's gentle but incredibly wise. It might not have the bold, dramatic personality as of dark roast, but it's packed with compounds that actively support your health. During the roasting process, many of coffee's beneficial antioxidants are lost to heat. Light roast preserves more of these protective compounds, particularly chlorogenic acid, which works like a gentle bodyguard for your blood vessels and brain cells. These antioxidants help your body manage blood sugar more effectively, support healthy circulation, and even protect against the cellular damage that contributes to aging. To get the most benefit, buy whole beans and grind them just before brewing. Think of it like cutting fresh herbs instead of using dried ones. Coffee. Choice number 1. Cold brew with Ceylon cinnamon. Here's our top recommendation, and it might just become your new favorite ritual. Cold brew coffee isn't just trendy, it's actually easier on your stomach, lower in acidity, and when combined with Ceylon cinnamon, becomes a powerful tool for healthy aging. The cold brewing process extracts fewer acidic compounds, making it gentler on tooth enamel and stomach lining. If you've noticed that hot coffee sometimes bothers your stomach more than it used to, cold brew might be your answer. Ceylon cinnamon, also called true cinnamon, is the secret ingredient that transforms cold brew from a simple beverage into a metabolic supporter. Unlike regular cassia cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon contains compounds that help stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support healthy circulation. Making cold brew is surprisingly simple. Coarse grind your coffee, steep it in cold water for 12 to 18 hours in the refrigerator, then strain. Add a quarter teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, and you have a week's worth of ready-to-drink coffee that's both delicious and health-supporting. Now, if you're finding this conversation as helpful as I hope you are, I'd love for you to hit that like button. It really helps us reach more seniors who could benefit from this information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel with the bell notification turned on. We're building a wonderful community of wise, health-conscious people who support each other on this journey of aging beautifully. Making the changes safely and sensibly. Now, let's talk about making these changes safely and sensibly, because I know you didn't get this far in life by making rash decisions. Any change to your daily routine deserves thoughtful consideration, especially when it comes to something as central to your morning as coffee. If you're currently drinking several cups of regular coffee daily, don't try to switch everything at once. Your body has adapted to your current caffeine intake, and sudden changes can leave you feeling tired or headachy. Instead, try replacing 1 cup at a time over the course of a few weeks. If you take medications, particularly blood pressure medications or blood thinners, have a conversation with your doctor before making significant changes to your coffee routine. While the changes we're discussing are generally beneficial, it's always wise to keep your healthcare provider in the loop. Pay attention to how these changes make you feel. Your body is an excellent teacher if you listen to it. Better sleep, more stable energy, improved digestion, or reduced heartburn are all signs that you're moving in the right direction. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Even small improvements to your coffee routine can yield significant benefits over time. Here is your simple 4-week upgrade plan. Week 1, assessment and single swap. Start by paying attention to how your current coffee makes you feel. Choose 1 coffee moment in your day to upgrade, perhaps your afternoon cup. Replace it with chicory coffee or a light roast blend. Week 2, morning upgrade. If your afternoon experiment went well, try upgrading your morning coffee to organic light roast. Take note of any differences in how you feel throughout the morning. Week 3, introduce cold brew. Try making a batch of cold brew with Ceylon cinnamon. You can start by mixing it 50-50 with your regular hot coffee if the transition feels too dramatic. Week 4, experiment with functional additions. If you're feeling adventurous, try adding lion's mane mushroom powder to your morning coffee a few times this week. Start with a small amount and see how it affects your mental clarity. Shopping tips: visit your local health food store for organic, mold-tested coffee. Look for roast dates within 2 weeks of purchase. Freshness makes a remarkable difference in both taste and health benefits. I'd love to hear about your coffee journey as you try these suggestions. Which change surprised you most? Did any of these alternatives remind you of coffee from your earlier years? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your stories help other seniors make their own best decisions, and we're all in this together. The truth is, every small change you make toward better health creates ripples that extend far beyond just you. Coffee has always been about more than caffeine. It's about ritual, comfort, and connection. By making these mindful upgrades, you're ensuring that your beloved morning ritual continues to serve you as beautifully as you deserve. So here's to your next cup. May it be as kind to your body as it is satisfying to your soul. Drop a comment and hit the subscribe button to get more senior tips and secrets.